Thank you for joining us tonight. As everybody here probably knows, Jill Giordano is owner-designer behind Dano, a women's clothing line known for its modern, unique, and architecturally inspired design, she's been in business for 15 years. From designing, sketching, pattern making, cutting, and finally delivering finished pieces to retailers. Jill is a hands-on craftswoman who ensures that every detail in every piece is perfect. Her Sausalito boutique for 8 years, she's been in Sausalito for 8 years, 5 on Caledonia and 3 on Pine. She's originally from New York. She came to San Francisco to study at the Academy of Art, and she is now teaching. She's been teaching for the last 10 years at City College and the Academy of Art. Prior to opening her boutique, she sold her designs to 100 specialty boutiques throughout the US. She's been super active in our community. She's been on the chamber board for 5 years, and she chaired it for 2. She started Made in Sausalito, which is a great thing that she's turned over to another friend. She received a scholarship from the Women's Club, and she's also donated. During the pandemic, I think she was the very first one to make masks and donate them to the frontline workers. So you're very giving and great with the community. And it's so nice to have you this evening, and I'll let her take it away.
Thank you. Wow, that sounded good. So welcome everyone. Thanks for coming. And so, we sort of want to have a bit informal. You can, chime in, ask questions. It's not, I'm not, this isn't a super salesy presentation. I sort of want to just talk about, how are we going to dress now? How do we incorporate our wardrobes? We've all kind of switched to things. How do we get back to using our things in our wardrobe, and what things might you just add? And it's like, I have all of a sudden I went in my closet the other day and I said, I have not even forgot this stuff was in here, because you have your 4 outfits of rotation, which definitely include leggings and sweatpants. So how do we stay comfortable? I like this comfortable mode, but how do we stay comfortable and look really put together, and what little pieces you might need? So I want to introduce my friend Laura. So I know she's a long time friend, and we met because she was a customer. So, and now we've known each other for more than 10 years. So I actually made her wedding dress.
She made my wedding dress, which is beautiful.
And so something about Laura. So Laura's a writer. She is also she's written a New York Times bestselling memoir, Italian Affair. And we will put the link. I'm thinking maybe we follow up with some links to things that we're mentioning, so that way you guys can, if you're interested. She also does writing workshops in San Miguel de Allende. And she has 2 properties there that she rents, but she also does writing workshops there, which are super fabulous. I got to tag along on one. I didn't do the writing workshop, but I got to just
neither did anyone
tag. It was more of a fun adventure. It was during Day of the Dead, so it was very fun. But if you've never been there, it's a fabulous city, super cultural. And Laura is just a very creative and amazing woman. So
And I wrote about Jill for Craftsmanship magazine, Craftsmanship Quarterly, because they were very interested in how do people, make it as a small designer trying to do clothes, in this really fast clothing economy, clothes that last, clothes that, you're not just going to throw away next season, but that really work for you and will, continue to work for you. And I brought a whole bunch of my own Giordano, and this is maybe a third of what I have, because she didn't want to do dresses today, and mostly I love her. She has fabulous dresses. Anyway, of everything that I buy, what stays in my closet and has stayed there now for 15 years or 10 years are Giordano pieces. because they're flawless. I have one of her coats that's just impeccably tailored. When I want to just go into a meeting in, you know, back when in the real world, face-to-face world, and I just want to be like, I own this room.
Yeah,
I would put on this coat dress of hers, and everyone would be like, yeah, you do.
Yeah, it's not corporate looking. It's like, I own the world. Yeah, it's really, but it's also like, you don't notice it for a minute. It's like one of those, like, you know, it doesn't scream at you, but
like you go into other boutiques.
Yeah, if I'm gonna like try to get into a boutique, I basically wear that jacket because they're all like, where'd you get that? So anyway, so yeah, Laura is a great model, and she is really good at styling and travels a lot, so she has really good tips for
I gained the COVID-15 model.
We all
too.
did. So
but we want to look good now, like whatever.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, we want. It's weather's nicer. We're starting to get out.
And
I've been vaccinated.
Yeah.
So we all want to get out and do things. So how do we look put together? You know, we don't want to be frumpy. We want to look good, be comfortable, and you know, be out in the world and just feel good. I know that
might remind people to mute yourself.
Oh yeah, can somebody mute? Sorry. So one thing I just want to show you. I know we're on masks.
Sorry, you guys. I just tried to mute somebody and I muted Jill. There you go, Jill. Sorry, you're on.
Okay, that's cool. Don't worry. We're all, like we said, technology is weird today. So one thing I just want to show you, because let me backtrack because I know Holly wanted me to talk about the mask a little bit. So if you didn't get masks from me, it was really interesting because, you know, the pandemic happened, everything closed. I stopped, you know, being in the shop. And then people were asking me, can you make me some masks? And I actually had a accidental order of 25 rolls of elastic that I've had in the storage area for 5 years that I was like, I'm never going to use this much elastic. So the pandemic happened and elastic was like gold. Everyone was like, can you get elastic? And I had it. So I literally was giving it away. I would put an ad on Nextdoor and say, anyone need elastic? Come. And I would like dole out all this elastic, and I had fabric here, and people just started asking me, can I make them? So I just started making them. And the initial thing was just donating. And then everyone just said, can I just order? And I realized like, I actually have the commodities. I have fabric, I have elastic, no one has it. So, you know, also I was closed. So I just worked 7 days a week. If you guys came to the shop, you saw like my boyfriend was here, like pressing, and his daughter, who's 10, was helping me bag stuff. And we, you know, the dog was here. And so we actually had a pretty rewarding experience through it, because I really felt like people were like, you know, panicking, and I was able to help. And, you know, there were some residents that couldn't leave their house. And so we actually hand delivered them to, you know, dropped it off at their door. And so it really felt nice to be able to help the community. And then the Women's Club also donated a lot to, if anyone remembers, to, the food bank, sorry. So I went making them for them. We also donated over 3,000 masks to hospitals and all kinds of homeless shelter, everything, all different places throughout the US. So it was it was a bad, not great, but we had a really good experience because we were able to really jump in and help. So no longer have the elastic. I actually had to order more. The awesome thing was I had an in with this place in LA, and I called them and I said, how do I get it the fastest? I said, just order a box and then we don't have to unbox it. We just slap a label on it and ship. So I would just get like all these boxes from LA, and I was able to, I also was able to get the factory that I use in the city. They were closed and they didn't realize they could be open. So all of their workers were laid off, and I called and said, I have tons of masks to make. So they brought back a whole bunch of people and put them to work because it was essential. And so it just, for me, it was, you know, it's been hard, but that whole experience was really good. And I felt like I could give a lot back. So I'm happy I was able to help out the community. So, so on that note, we have masks 2.0 here. We have some dressy masks. If you know, I know we're all sick of the masks, but if you do, we're still probably gonna have to wear them for a little while. So we designed a few masks that are sort of scarf slash masks. They, you know, they all have the inner lining, and oops, they have ear loops. Let me put this on. So they go on like this when you're wearing them, and they have the ear loop, and they're adjustable in the back.
So cute.
This is a little tight, so I would adjust it. And then you wrap it around like this. Oops. And that way, if you're out to dinner or whatever, and then you want to take it off, you can just do this. And then you just have like a nice accessory. So we sort of wanted things that could transition in your life. I have them in heavier fabrics, and we also, a lot of people like them for walking their dog or something, because when it gets windy, you can actually protect your face. And then I have heavier ones that also have pockets. So you can, you know, put your hands in to open a door or do something like that. So this is sort of our more elaborate version. And then we did a few that are just kind of dressier. They also have the ear loops, but you can adjust it. And so it's kind of just, and they're a little more fitted. So it's like flattering looking. It just looks a little more elegant. If you're going to dinner or something like that. It looks very mysterious too. I feel like it's kind of like a more elegant, I don't know. So sometimes just seeing the eyes is really sort of mysterious looking. So that's my intro on masks. So one thing we wanted to talk about was, how do you dress for Zoom calls? Because we're all on Zoom calls. And you know, it's still something you have to get dressed for, because, you know, all everyone sees is waist up. So do you have the top on? Did you put the top on?
I mean, so this jacket, I always feel like a jacket, you know, makes you, this is Jill's, it just makes you look more professional. This one is navy blue. I don't know if you can see that. And so even if you've just rolled out of bed, you can put this on and you look polished on the call.
Yeah, that's better. You're standing in the light now. It looks better.
Yeah,
go into your mark. Yeah.
And, you know, and I like, it's navy, so I like it, you know, with a white shirt underneath. It just looks crisp.
And so the tricks basically for Zoom are, number one, like have a nice neckline. That's a little higher, like with the jacket, I tend to wear things some shorter. I tend to wear things that are more open neck, so that I don't look like I have no neck. But, you know, pop a color, like super simple.
This is kind of fun because it's got some interest in it. It's not just sort of one color. And then this yellow necklace that I got from Jill, which she brought home from Bali, is like the most killer piece in my wardrobe. It just like, it's a pop of color. I don't know how well you can see it, but it just goes with everything.
Yeah, just adding a little accessory, like, you know, a color or something. I mean, I usually like a color just because it kind of light, you know, gives you some color in your face. But some kind of color, a really nice neckline. This is a t-shirt of mine that is a staple here. That's scoop neck. We have a couple little darts across it, and it's got an asymmetric hemline. So for me, it's a basic t-shirt, but it looks more polished, and you can layer anything on top of it. You know, we also can tailor it. And that's one thing that I think is super important about
the cowl neck. Is a good
the cowl neck. Well. Yeah, this is a really great piece because it's flattering the fit. It's interesting, but it's not too distracting. So that's, you know, I have a lot of really good t-shirts and things that are basic but have a slight twist on them. Yeah, pops of color.
That same those darts in the front.
This is the same t-shirt. This is the same t-shirt.
But it just gives it a little bit more interest. A little bit of a print is always nice for Zoom.
hopefully at some point we're not all going to be on Zoom all the time. We're still on it. So,
and then of course, just like always, you know, good color.
Yeah. Put a color on.
This is great, you know, and this, you know, you could put with a really fun necklace and you look super, super just like put together.
Yeah. I'm really big fan of accessorizing, even if it's really small. If you add a necklace, the whole goal is like, I want to be comfortable, but I want to look put together. So it's always like, take a minute and like play around with a couple of necklaces. You know, sometimes I'll put on like something really chunky just for interest because it makes your outfit not as casual. It then becomes something else. So
let's talk about sweatpants because we're all wearing sweatpants.
All right, we do have some sweatpants. So if you're going to wear sweatpants, I have a couple of great styles. We have this, it's a base, you know, it's a knit pant, elastic waist, so it's super comfortable, but it's a cropped version. And the reason I like the cropped is because you can see your ankle. So when you're wearing a sweatpant, you're basically covering your whole body. But if you can see your ankle or you've got a little ankle boot with it, it shows some part of your body. It's like when you pull up your wrist and you know, you can see your arm, it just creates some sort of silhouette to look at.
I think these black cropped ones are like the perfect sweatpant.
Yeah.
I mean, you can wear that anywhere. You could wear it to yoga and you could wear it around the house and you can, it's adorable.
Yeah. And
that's adorable.
It's hard to see, but they've got a side pocket. So they've got this
detailing. Put your phone down by your knee.
Yeah. But it's got detailing so that it looks, again, more polished. It's not just like a shapeless sweatpant. And, you know, any of those things, if you come in and buy it, will adjust your length and you know, make it fit to you. So, okay, we talked about sweatpants. Well, we can talk about kind of basic pieces.
And leggings also. Aside from sweatpants, like, so these are Jill's leggings, which are made out of, what are they, ponte material?
Yeah, so one thing that's really important in your wardrobe is a really good pair of leggings. So we all, you know, probably have tons of leggings, but what you want to get is a thicker fabric. So these are ponte, which is like a denser, it's a denser knit. It's
but
a double knit.
But they don't feel heavy.
Yeah, so they're really good because
they feel polished.
Right, they sort of pull you in. They don't look shiny. They don't have that shiny workout pant look, but they have, yeah, really like nice sort of tailored look to them. And then, so Laura has them on. I have a few different versions. One thing about the legging that you want to think about also is like, I always encourage people not to hem them too short because when you're wearing like a ankle boot or something, you want your pant to go all the way down in there. So you have this really long silhouette and it's really flattering. And then if you want to maybe casual it up, you can then roll them up and just putting like a little roll on the bottom of your pants and showing that little bit of ankle with like a nice sneaker could really, you know, make the outfit pop.
I love a yellow sneaker.
Yeah, like something like this, you could still be casual, but you sort of have a really polished look, even though you're wearing leggings and sneakers. So, you know, always just kind of think about like, okay, I want to be comfy, but let's elevate it a little bit. So yeah, this fabric is like my magic pant fabric.
And it makes it makes you look so, I mean, again, I've gained a ton of weight during COVID and I
flattering.
I feel svelte.
And you can throw them in the washer dryer. They're really great. So, all right. We think we need a sip of wine for a second. Hold on.
Are we going traveling now?
Yeah. So let's talk about things that you might be wearing when you actually do travel, because we're all going to want to travel
immediately.
Yes. So
can I show you my favorite travel piece?
So always layering things that have multi-use, things that go with lots of things. I mean, like, you guys all know this, but you know, Laura travels a lot and she has sort of her staple stuff that she likes to bring.
This vest, which I swear I got from you, I don't know, 10 years ago.
Which I still make.
I love it so much because you put it over anything and you look dressed. I mean, it looks great with any shirt. And I mean, like, it's sort of stretchy. You throw it in the wash. I remember I
And it has like a faux leather trim on it.
There's a faux leather trim on it, which is sort of
really
dressier. Really dressier. But I remember I took this to New Orleans and rode bicycles around town in it because it's all stretchy, you know?
Yeah.
And then I got a call while I was there that I needed to go to a writing conference and substitute for somebody. And I was like, I don't have the clothes. And then I was like, oh yeah, I do. That works. And so then I, you know, did this whole professional thing with this same.
Yeah.
The things that, you know, you can just swap out what's under it and.
Yeah. Things that you
also
can
put on top
mix
of it.
and match.
But vests in general, right? Are just...
Vests really good. We have a couple of vests here that we're gonna sort of. So this is really great.
It's not necessarily. I don't know if it works great with this top. I'd probably go.
I have it
just black, but
for me too.
Look at how good that is. That's just like.
So vests.
Okay, I'm traveling. I'm going out to dinner, and.
Yeah,
like,
vests
just
are
throw
really
that on
good.
And all of a sudden you're
easy throw on. I have a white t-shirt on. It doesn't even have to be a styled t-shirt. It could just be a basic Hanes t-shirt. But you know, you put a layer on and then you throw on a necklace and then you're sort of, you know, really easy, comfy, but
and this
really
takes up
easy.
Zero space in
Yeah,
your area.
this is kind of like
Zero.
an easy. And also you could dress it up. You could throw it over a dress and do things like that. Another piece that I have that another layering travel piece is these sort of, they're basically a rectangle, but they're really nice. And you could also use them as scarves.
Those are great.
I have these kind of poncho-y over pieces. And these are great because again, they're super tiny. You just roll them up in your suitcase. And, you know, you go somewhere warm, you kind of want something maybe to cover your arms or it just gets a little chilly. And these are just great. You could just throw it over a t-shirt or a tank top or a dress. And it sort of just, you know, looks a little fancier. It almost looks dressed up, you know, to go to dinner or something, but you're just throwing another piece on. So I don't know if you can put it on top of it.
Yeah, I'm thinking not.
We have too many layers on now. But anyway, these type of pieces are really good. And I have them in lots of colors and they're lightweight and they feel good. And they're silk, so they're not sweaty.
Beautiful.
All natural
God,
fibers.
It feels so good.
So those kind of travel pieces are good. You know, also we have a lot of really comfortable skirts. You don't really think to wear a skirt when you're traveling.
Oh, I love skirts.
But, you know, skirts are great. So we do, you can try on that other one. Right? Laura's going to try on the other fabric, but we have
come over here and put on
this skirt here that's elastic waist. It's got an asymmetric hem, all jersey, super comfortable. And it has a lot of movement. So it, you know, has the appearance that you're sort of dressed up, but it's basically t-shirt fabric. So awesome to take on a trip. And you could wear it with, you know, heels, or you could throw it on with flip-flops and be, you know, really versatile. I like to bring pieces on vacation that I can go from really casual to wait and going to dinner and just like put a piece of jewelry on. So you don't have to pack so many things. So there's Laura has it on the other print. Super comfy.
I also, for travel, just want to point, this isn't Jill's shirt, but during the pandemic, I have been wearing lightweight wool t-shirts, like nonstop. I mean, I live in San Francisco, so it gets pretty chilly. But also, if you have a wool t-shirt like this, I guess I got this at Woolx or Ibex or one of those. You know, you can wear it for days on end when you're traveling and it doesn't smell.
Yeah.
It just like stays,
they're
packs well. You can wear this with anything.
And
this skirt I adore.
That's a good knit one. One other thing I wanted that we have here that I sell all the time are these little shrugs. These I love for travel. Because if you're,
how cute is that?
You could that's a good skirt too. I like have this rolled up in my bag every time I travel because you go into a restaurant, even if it's sweltering outside, the air conditioning is freezing and you need to just put something around your arms. So I always bring these traveling. The other reason I like it is because if it is a little chilly and I don't want to have a bulky sweater and then my jacket, it's basically like adding sleeves for warmth, but it doesn't take up, it doesn't make your body all bulky and you know, it's just too hot with all those layers on. So
well, I mean, this is genius if I can interrupt.
Yeah.
Like I'm 60. Okay. So I am a little self-conscious about my upper arms, you know, also with the COVID-19.
So yeah, it's a good, you know,
it's like you can wear it if you have like a bunch of, like, I'm not really into wearing my sleeveless dresses anymore so much. Put one of those over it. It looks fantastic.
But yeah, you can, you know, wear like some interesting tank and then put this on, you know, something that you maybe were like, oh, I don't want to wear that anymore. Or, you know, it's too much arm or something. And then you have a layer and you added sleeves, but it's not like adding to your garment. And then also, yeah, a lot of times when people wear a dress and they add a cardigan on top, it sort of overwhelms the dress.
Yeah.
And this is basically like putting it on, but it still leaves the silhouette of the dress there, but it's adding warmth. So I 100% travel, have one of these on because underneath everything, I just like to have that extra warmth. And then, you know, if you want to throw it around your neck or, you know, do something, you could sort of like tie it around and give yourself another layer. So they're really, really great layering pieces. So I do them in some lightweight knits and a little heavier, different colors, but that's a really good staple piece. So, all right, any other travel stuff you want to talk about?
Nope.
Talked about that.
Travel's all about having, you know, a real basic, neutral couple of pieces and adding accessories, a quick and easy skirt, an easy vest, a great necklace for dinner, a shawl.
Oh, I was gonna throw this dress on. One other thing that you know is a little tricky now. You know, a lot of people again say I don't wear dresses that much. So, you know, I'm gonna throw this on and just show you. You know, and also like we also haven't been wearing maybe our dressier clothes because of COVID, and so it's like how do you bring that stuff into your wardrobe? How do I say like I really love this dress, but like I don't know when I'm gonna wear it, you know? So I'm gonna just change real fast, and then we'll style it.
I'm gonna show you some other super cute tops that Jill's done. This like cowl neck asymmetrical top, adorable. Here's a very drapey. Again, we're not doing it with the skirt, but
it's a little wide. It's a little
interesting on Zoom, right? It's just like we totally, you know, aren't just boring wearing the same old thing that everybody else is wearing. Okay, here comes Jill with her dress.
All right, so here's kind of you kind of see it. So, you know, pretty dressy. It's really, we actually hand dyed these, so they're, you know, really interesting color. This is something I could wear to an event or, you know, even a wedding. I've had people, this is kind of a style I repeat. They've worn this to weddings with, you know, just dress it up with jewelry, can do a lot. But let's say I wanted to just wear this. Like, I'm going to wear this to dinner. I'm going to Sushi Run. You know, you could wear this to Sushi Run actually, but you know, if you're going to F3 or somewhere and you want, I'm going to put this dress on. So, you know, throw a denim jacket on. Denim jacket is like a must have. You know, putting the denim jacket over this with, you know, maybe some flats or some more casual clothes really changes it. You know, rolling sleeves up also creates this sort of like more casual look. And then maybe, you know, I wouldn't put some delicate, maybe I'll put like some funky jewelry on or even a scarf or something and, you know, not overdressed. So really easy ways to just like take a dress, take something you love, and really like use it. You know, it's one of those things when people have all this, you know, fancy china and stuff and they never use it. And then you say, just use it.
Just
wear your really nice dresses. Just use the stuff you love. Even things like putting a white button down shirt over it, hanging at the waist. instant casual.
And
same
point
thing.
out the boots.
I'm wearing sort of like combat-y boots with it, so that helps. But you know, little like ankle boots. Think about the shoe. So a really easy way to make things downplayed is to change the shoe. So I could wear like, you know, like a cute, like Laura has these sneakers, maybe not yellow with this, but a really nice sneaker. Get like a nice sort of leather, like a pop of color, or I have these sort of zip up sneakers that are black and white, kind of optic, like that would, you know, and it's a good look. That would definitely change the outfit. But even, you know, jewelry, putting some funky jewelry, putting like a really chunky necklace on, also like really big pops of color. I actually got this bracelet at one of the women's club. It was some like multicultural event where they brought in women who are making stuff. And I got this bracelet there and I still have it. I bought it, I don't know, at least 8 years ago. And just adding like really big kind of graphic color is another way to make the outfit not so like fancy looking. So there's lots of ways to just, you know, take the stuff that you have already and like really just utilize it and you know, bring it, you know, wear all the stuff in your closet. If you're not wearing it, then get rid of it. So that's one thing. Also, I, you know, I'm going to offer there's some services I'm going to add to the shop. And one of them is helping people sort of organize their closet and like looking at stuff you have. Do you love it? If you don't love it, get rid of it. And maybe you love it, but it doesn't look good on you right now. So there's lots of ways to just, you know, it's like just the hemline being 2 inches too long can kill the outfit. So, you know, looking at your body shape and figuring out, you know, change the hemline, take it in, add some darts, little things we can do, because really well-fitting clothes is what makes you feel good and make you look good. So if it doesn't fit well, you're never going to wear it. So little things like that could make a difference.
Jill, do I keep or throw away?
No, I would keep that one.
Would you?
So we have, you know, this is a little more form fitting, but it's stretch also, so it's comfy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's see, what else are we going to talk about?
We should take some questions.
Yeah, should we take questions? Anyone have questions? I've been talking forever.
Yeah. Sherry had a question right away, and Mary wants to see some coats. So you guys, you're welcome to unmic. This is informal. You know, now. So if there's things you want to ask, and you know, the other thing is about, you were talking about which fabrics, you know, some are knits, some are this, but so anywho, maybe Sherry, you can ask your question now.
Yeah.
Hi everybody.
Hi,
Sherry.
So good to see you all. And Jill, you know I love you and your amazing styles. I have a lot of Giordano originals. And I'm so fortunate that I've been able to continue to dress and work through COVID. So it's really fun to bring back some of the old styles. I love the fact that you use fabulous fabrics. And if something isn't fitting quite right, you will also always do any adjustments, which is terrific.
Wow.
I was wondering right off the bat, because I saw some things that are just adorable. I'd love to know some other colors that you are doing the vests in that you showed, and even your leggings. Brown's not my color, but I know that you're probably doing some other colors, and wanted to kind of figure out what you're featuring more in way of colors and what the primary colors are. I know yellow is huge this year. What else are you featuring? Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm actually doing more of this year is I'm custom making, because I want to make things for people that they need. So I need leggings, but I need navy, or so I have a lot of fabric stock. So I have navy, I do burgundy, I have charcoal. So I'm kind of, doing darker neutral colors. So and in the jackets, the zip jackets and things like that. It's the same. I also have like white, some textured fabric, you know, gray and black. I have other things that we could sub out, but I'm more like wanting to help people fill the need that they need instead of just, this is what I have and, you know, whatever you need. I mean, the styles are going to be there, but I really want to just it to be more one-on-one and you know, and less just making volume of stuff. And because I have really great fabrics, but sometimes, you know, I don't know, like, do people want that? And I'd love for someone to be, I want something a little more fun, and then we can just pick something and then we make it. Or if it's leggings, you could be like, I want 3 different pair, 3 different colors, or I want 2 black and blah, blah, blah. So
I love that.
I think it's just because, you know, the state of retail is crazy right now. And I just think people have like specific needs as opposed to, I just want to go out and, you know, buy what's out there. So, but yeah, more neutrals, but I have lots of fabrics here. So yeah, so whatever you need, I can do.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I can't wait to make an appointment and come down and
come in.
Talk about a couple things. Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
I think Mary had a question about coats.
Yes, and also there's something that's sort of a lemon yellow hanging on the rack. Did you?
This?
Yes.
Yeah, this was that overpiece that I threw on.
That's fabulous color.
Yeah, really awesome. I mean, you just throw this on, it's like, you just jeans on and it looks really pretty.
What material is that?
It's a silk, but it's a washable silk. So again, I use silk for all of these because I tend to think you're gonna put it on in hot-ish weather and I don't want it to like cause a sweaty effect. So, you know, really nice against your body. And I love the movement of it. So, and you could still wash them, but I use silk for all of these.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Very fun.
So is the dress on the mannequin.
Oh, which one?
That mannequin?
Oh,
this one was on the mannequin.
The black and white. We can see it. No, we can see it in the picture. It's right.
This?
No, I think it was behind Holly. Holly's background.
Behind Holly.
Yeah, that's from my store.
Oh,
yeah, that's a good dress.
Yeah, that's a great dress. Oh, there's a coat.
Yeah,
so that's a jacket.
Here, look at.
Yeah, I do have coats. I mean, I have like really specific kind of coats. That would play for you, but
it's a small.
I do have coats. You know, I have more casual, and I have kind of more.
I don't know if you have to put it on, but there's that.
More like, you know, really interesting kind of drapey things where it's
way too big on you.
Yeah, it's big.
But it's a great coat.
It's a good coat.
So like this has the
yeah, I have things like this where I do
kind
of, like a swing coat with a contrast bottom.
Oh, that's great.
And I could always do black with whatever you want on the bottom. So we sort of do things like this. And this fabric, so the jacket and the sleeves and the shoulders is actually fitted. So you still have a silhouette. And then it sort of swings out. So it's really, really flattering. And I think it's really elegant. You can, throw it on with leggings and you just, out the door. Really easy. So I like comfortable. Comfortable and easy is good.
There was a jacket.
Jill, I still have your cherry blossom swing coat that I absolutely love this time of year, and I wore it yesterday. And it's just timeless. So much of your designs you can just wear for years and years and years. It's just timeless.
Yeah, I definitely don't look at trends. Like the fact that yellow is popular, I kind of stay away from it because I'm like, oh, everyone's gonna do yellow. But I try to do things that, last and you can wear. It's not gonna change. You can adapt to your lifestyle. And as you get older, and I really want it to kind of stick around for a while.
Here's a super fun
this is a good blazer.
Tuxedo jacket.
Oh, that's great.
I mean, I would wear, you know, a skirt or something with it, probably because it's short on
or
me.
Jeans and a t-shirt.
I would a t-shirt, but it's super cute. It's sort of like, it's cheeky, you know. It's kind of like, oh, it's a tuxedo jacket, but it's
actually out of the Ponte fabric that the leggings are made out of, so it's very comfortable, comfy, washable. Like, again, a good, you know, if I was going to New York for something, like I bring pieces like that because really comfy, throw it in your suitcase, but it's easy, and you know, you can dress it up, no ironing. Any other questions?
Well, I just want to comment on your mask that you're making that's so elegant, and the scarf and how multi-function it is. It's really wonderful.
Yeah, and I have other fabrics, other colors. But yeah, and even the small ones, we do like an inner mask, so it's a really functioning mask. It's not just like you're wearing a piece of silk on your face. So
where do you get your inspiration?
You know, as a designer, you're sort of inspired by art and architecture and things. I think later, since I've, you know, been designing for years, I really am inspired by like problem solving. Like, what do people need? What do they need in their life? A lot of times I designed the shrug because I wanted something for travel. And I was like, every time I go to a restaurant in New York, because I'm from New York, so I visit a lot, and it's 95 degrees out and you go in a restaurant and then you're freezing. And so I was like, I need something that I can just bring with me all the time to throw over, and, you know, and then you throw it back in your bag, but you're not carrying a bulky sweater. So a lot of times I really like to problem solve and do it in an interesting way. Like, okay, how do I make it, you know, a t-shirt that's asymmetric. So it's like a basic,
the fancy shrug,
but I don't know, but something basic, but it's got like a twist to it. So, you know, I try to put my own spin on it, but I feel like I want it to fit in people's lives and really function.
Great.
And people will wear it.
Hey, Jill.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Some of us are of a certain age on this little chat we're having, and I think your clothing is pretty ageless. Yes?
Yes, for sure.
Sometimes I'm very drawn to things that are probably a little young for me. But it seems like we can all wear leggings, no matter what age we are, and we can wear skirts that are a little longer, maybe not wear things. But it seems like your wardrobe ideas are pretty much across the board. So for women of a certain age, older women like me, it seems to work pretty well without making us look like we're trying to be an age we're not.
Yeah, I think
age appropriate is the word.
Yeah, and I think it's hard because I always think, I don't know, like I actually I barely wear short skirts. Yeah, most of my skirts are long. I try to make everything kind of long because even though I'm really short, I still think it's more flattering. But you know, I think it's like the denim jacket. Like, it could feel like a young piece, but I think you could be like 100 and wear a jacket. So I think it's also like how you put it together and how, you know, how it's all styled together as opposed to like just throwing on like a mini skirt or something. But yeah, I think everything in here, I mean, I've so hard because people will say, who's your customer? And it's tricky because I'll get younger people in here that like it, but you know, it kind of spans. But I think it's definitely ageless, and you just sort of have to.
So I have to tell you, I'm one of the 80-year-olds, and I bought a jacket from you that is, it's white with kind of a ruffle. It's black, and it's hard for me to describe, but I took my daughter to Paris.
I know exactly what jacket it is. It's like, I call it the S-coat.
Yes. It's spectacular, and I can wear that to a luncheon, to a black tie event. I just put on a dynamite pin, and I have never, ever had anything that I've gotten so many compliments on.
Oh, that's awesome.
It is just fabulous. So it works for the 80-year-olds too, Shelby.
One of those ladies, Mary.
That's
You
a
know
good
her.
jacket you have. Yeah. Cool. But yeah, so same, like if someone's like, I need a jacket that does all these things for me, you know, like I can help you figure what that is, instead of, you know, I mean, it's nice to come in and just buy things off the rack, but also I want to help people be like, I need just a good solid jacket that I can bring with me and works
That's
for
it.
me.
So Jill, I would love for you to come to my house. I think I mentioned that to you when I saw you.
No, I would love to do that.
And you said you're available to do that, because I have a lot of stuff, but I'm not very creative about putting things together and looking like they just, like they work without trying too hard. And I know you can do that. You can put that together, and you haven't tried hard at all, but it looks good. So I want you to come to my house and look at my closet.
Totally will do that.
Say, why don't you try this with this? Maybe things I've never thought of.
I know. I think, yeah, we get in our head like what outfit to wear with things, and then all of a sudden someone's like, put that together, and you definitely, sometimes you just need an outside person to do that. Yeah, I would love to do that, and it kind of it makes you almost have like a new wardrobe, because it's your same wardrobe, but you're just mixing and matching.
Yeah, exactly. And then I think you could also say, you're missing a basic piece.
Yeah.
This is a piece you really should have, because it's so versatile. So that would be another thing that would be very helpful to me.
No, I'm totally available for that. And even things like, I just don't wear that skirt anymore because it feels frumpy. And maybe it's like, oh, we need to shorten it, or we need to add a band, or
oh, that's great.
I have something.
That's fabulous. Is that a dress?
Oh, no.
No,
so
that's a skirt.
That's the same stretchy skirt that she was wearing before.
Oh.
It's just great.
So it's jersey. So basically like knit jersey in the back. And then
go salsa dance.
The front has this little, this panel of faux leather. So it's got like a dressy feel to it, but it's still really comfortable. Elastic, like comfy, easy. You could travel in that, super easy. But yeah, lots of stuff that's really versatile. Same, like you could wear this really dressy, or you could put it on with like a white t-shirt and then her yellow sneakers, and it could be everyday, just casual. So lots of ways to just dress things up or down. I like to wear everything and not keep things like separate as that's a dressy outfit.
Definitely.
Because if you like your stuff, then you want to wear it.
I know. I often find myself like wearing this stuff that's schlumpy because like
it's comfortable. Yeah.
It was like a mistake, so I should wear it. And it's like, no, get rid of that stuff.
Get rid of it. But I'm happy to help anyone go through your wardrobe and take things out. And sometimes it's like, no, not flattering, just get rid of it. Or oh, let's just put a dart in it, or shorten the sleeves, or any, we can adjust things. Like I had someone that had like a kimono, and they loved it. It was beautiful, but they never wore it. So we made it into a vest instead. So it like wasn't just this, it was overwhelming for them. And, just things like that, you'll actually use it. Yeah, that's cool. Vests are really good. Any other questions? We didn't get to drink too much wine. I didn't see people drinking wine over there either.
You're such a fabulous resource. I mean, it's like having your personal stylist, your personal dressmaker right here. It's great.
Utilize me.
You should see my wedding dress.
Her wedding dress was fabulous. Yeah.
Wait, can you tell us about it?
Well, I originally was going to get married right near New Year's Eve, and for crazy reasons I didn't. So the fabric that Jill found was something I never would have picked. It was kind of a shiny purple fabric that had almost like little sparkle sequiny thing. It was very sort of New Year's Eve.
But it was like subdued sparkle. I don't do sparkle. It was like subdued.
It had a sort of crossover
top,
and then it had gather up here. And then when the wedding got postponed, she put yellow here and then I had some daffodils. It was gorgeous.
Yeah, we put like a little detail here. It was beautiful. It was like really like came in at the waist and was like really flattering, and then it flared out.
It was super flattering.
Wasn't a traditional wedding dress, but it was very elegant and
not my first wedding.
It looked beautiful. That's like the 5th wedding dress I've done.
One of my favorite things, Jill, has always been the fact that you're local, that you're Sausalito, that it is designed in Sausalito and it's made in Sausalito. And I just think that is the coolest thing ever. When every time I wear one of your pieces, I always get compliments. And where did you get that? And I can say I got it from Jill, and it was made in Sausalito, and it was created here, and it's just so local and so fabulous. And you are an amazing local resource. And
cool.
And Jill, you know I'm one of your biggest fans ever. You know that. But one thing you do so well is you find accessories, necklaces, earrings, bracelets that are so inexpensive, so amazingly inexpensive, and so unique. And they always are kind of statement pieces. You have an eye for picking this stuff that is so unique and so inexpensive and so really special.
Thank you. Well, I think that's so important to be able to, I think accessories are really important. And yeah, I don't want people to just have these precious pieces. It's like, have fun things and add color, and it, adds character, and it's just, it just looks more put together. So I love styling things. Like, sometimes I'll just have jeans and a t-shirt on, and then I'll put like a big necklace on, and somehow, I look like I made some effort. So it's just nice to be able to put something on, and you don't have to do that much to it. So and I mostly get stuff when I'm traveling, or I'm, in New York, and I find this great place, or come upon some artists. So I think I love accessories too, because I don't make jewelry. So it's something that I'm like, ooh, and so I like finding unique things.
Yeah. You also,
Jill, if we wanted, if we wanted some help with, can we make an appointment to come in and given COVID times and your store is small and everybody's got different comfort levels, would we just send an email to you or?
Yeah. So I was thinking we could do a follow-up email to everyone that came with, just my info and Laura's if you're interested, and, website information. So yeah, just send me an email, set an appointment. I've been vaccinated, so, I'm good. Cause I teach, so luckily I got to get in there. So yeah, but I mean, we'll wear masks and things in here anyway, but just so you feel safer about it.
Great color. Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's good. See, like just throwing on a scarf.
I love it.
But yeah, you can make an appointment with me, come in, we'll figure out what you want, look at fabrics, and then, so I'm doing a lot more one-on-one now instead of just being open all the time, because it's a little more focused, and I can kind of do other side projects, and I'm teaching still. So, but yeah, that's just, we'll send you a follow-up email, but it is Jill@Giordano if you do want to send me something right away. So, but I was hoping we can do a follow-up just with all of the information that we talked about, and different websites.
Great.
So I just have to say, anyone who has not shopped there, Jill's tops are just all these beautiful different fabrics, but they have that wonderful asymmetrical bottom. And then she does a little, on a couple that I have, a little tuck kind of at the waist that makes it just pop. And it's so flattering, particularly for the more mature woman. They're fabulous, and they don't look like old lady clothes. So
good. Yeah, I love knit tops. I like doing knit tops because that's what you want to wear all the time, but you want it to look, you know, interesting. So
I've been so impressed because I didn't know that much about your store or what you do. And you really, it's fantastic what I've seen.
Cool. Thanks.
Super nice.
Hopefully you guys, you know, learn some stuff. And
I want to go on a trip and just dress in your clothes.
There you go.
And I guarantee you'll get lots of compliments.
Yeah,
too.
that would be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love hearing when people go on trips and they get compliments, because I'm like, yay! Like, I'm just so happy because I know that it makes that person feel good too. So it's funny, sometimes people will try clothes on and they're like, oh, you don't need to alter it. And I'm like, no. Let me just take that in because I want it to fit you perfectly and I want you to feel good. And I know how nice it feels to, you know, feel good in your clothes and get compliments. So I really enjoy that, and I want people to feel that way. So,
well, your signature of the asymmetrical too, for those of us that are more full figured, is really terrific because it is very flattering on a lot of different body styles. Having that longer side and taking away the eye from a fuller waist or fuller hips. And I definitely am in that category. And it's just timeless. You know, from the time you started, I have your tops in pretty much every color because they're wonderful, wonderful layering pieces.
Yeah, that's really good.
And yeah, and timeless. Again, just timeless. They never go out of style. The 3/4 length sleeve is great.
Here's the jacket. Can you see that?
Oh, wow.
It is sensational.
That is cool. So beautiful.
And it is so flattering. I wear it everywhere.
Yeah.
That's just with plain black pants and a big chunky red necklace, and everybody loved it.
Oh, wait.
How original.
Wait, can you hold it up again?
When did you get that? I don't remember.
I got it this way. There.
Yeah.
I got it a couple of years ago. This is.
Oh, that's such a cool jacket.
It's a fabulous jacket. And actually, we talked about maybe doing it in another fabric. I came in with it and
beautiful.
And I decided not to because this one is such a statement piece.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really, the design is just spectacular, and you know, and it's ageless as everybody says.
Yeah, that's a really good jacket.
I never saw that. I didn't see it.
I
would have grabbed that one.
I know. You might have to make some.
That was a number of years ago.
Yeah. I think I had like 5 of them, a size run, and then it was done.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot of work, I'm sure, making
a complicated piece, but yeah, it was, and the fabric is really interesting. And
yeah, it's just the whole thing is great.
It's gorgeous.
Fabulous. Lucky me.
Yeah, everyone's wearing things. I'm like, yeah.
I didn't get the yellow necklace though.
You know what we should do? Once we start having meetings at the women's club, we should all wear our Jill outfits. So we can model for each other.
Yeah.
I love hearing like when the clothes go somewhere, because I'm like, they're having an adventure.
Yeah, exactly. They're out of the closet.
Yeah.
I have worn my beautiful cherry blossom trapeze coat that was maybe one of my first big purchases from you for Founders Day. And I had a hat that matched, and it's fantastic. And again, how long ago was that?
Yeah.
But it's just timeless. It's just, and it's such a statement coat. It's great.
Awesome. Yay.
Very fun.
Cool.
Thank you, Jill. Does everybody that is in the women's club that knows you, do they also know about your background through scholarship? And when you started?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably. I did go and speak was invited a couple of years, like, I don't know, maybe 5 years ago, and I spoke at the scholarship luncheon. So maybe.
Yeah, it's she gave a great speech at she shared her experiences at the scholarship end of year celebration, and it was great with all the other scholars.
For some of the Women's Club members that might not know, Jill was a recipient of Sausalito Women's Club Scholarship Recognition Fund to continue and get her continuing design to help her with this career, which is amazing. That's the other really fun part.
Yeah, it was cool. I got it for when I was my senior year at Academy of Art, and you have to make a senior collection, and it costs, you know, a lot. And I was working, but it, you know, it was expensive, and so I got it, and I was on the show, and it was fantastic. And then I started the line, and it was very cool.
So exciting.
I think she's one of our big success stories.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know if you know, my assistant Yemi got the scholarship also.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Yeah, I encourage her to apply because she's a rock star, and she was a big part of the community, and so she got it. So that was great too. It was like all full circle. I was like, yay!
Yeah.
Very fun. Very fun.
And this whole thing started with Ellen wanting to shop locally and talking to the Women's Club, like, you know, we've got to really, this pandemic is killing us. We got to, So this is great. And that Ellen brought this in, and it's been a fantastic thing showing us.
Very perfect. Thank you. Thank you for that, Ellen.
Yeah. Cool.
Thank you.
Yay.
Great. Well, any other questions?
My pleasure, and thanks for all of you for coming, and for Holly for all the behind the scenes technology, etc. Much appreciated.
It's like, what scary button to push next?
Yeah. And then we can get a list of attendees, and we can just send out an email with info.
I'll send you. Should I send you everybody's email on?
Yeah, and then and then you have my email, and that way, and I'll give you my phone number and all that if you need to make an appointment or something.
And you have so many recorded, and it'll go on the SWC website. Is that correct?
Yes, and so it's actually live on YouTube right now. So.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
That will go on the website as well. So we can hand this out to friends and have them. But you showed us so many cute things.
Yeah.
Good.
And as soon as I get fully vaccinated, I want to make my appointment.
Okay, great. Yeah, soon. We're opening up, like stuff's happening, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yay.
All right, cool.
Hey, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Jill, for doing this.
Thanks for participating, and so good to see everybody. And I hope to see you soon.
Thank you.
Great.
Very inspirational.
Thank you.
Bye.